Good morning, guys. It is Friday morning, 8:15. I am at Changi International Airport, Terminal 4, about to board my flight to Kuala Lumpur for the weekend. This is actually a pretty common trip for me to do, is to actually combine a little holiday with some work. So actually now that I'm gonna land in KL, I'm gonna head to a couple of meetings. Yet to be confirmed, actually. People are not as quick to get back to you as here in Singapore, I think. So I still need to confirm those, but hopefully we'll be able to do a couple of meetings. And if not, I'll just work from the hotel for the day. I was gonna go and fly to KL in any case later today. So I figured, why not? I just fly a little bit earlier and do some work, and at least I have a chance to meet some people over in KL. Obviously, running a non-profit also very often means that there's no additional money to just fly around in the region, which is why I like to combine my personal trips sometimes with work. It's kind of a win-win. And the rest of the weekend is just going to be spending quality time with my friends. Yeah, stay tuned for updates from Kuala Lumpur. Hi everyone, welcome to my third vlog post. I can't believe that this is already the third one that I'm doing. I'm super excited for all the feedback that I've gotten from you guys about the previous two. If you haven't seen them, please check them out in my channel, Anna Rakala. As you saw from the intro, this weekend I am in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. So I'm spending time with my friends and kind of combining a little bit of work into that as well. But while the lifestyle section of this vlog is going to be more on KL, I actually do have a more serious insights as well and thoughts that I'd like to share with you. I'm a very, very big advocate for women and encouraging the next generation of women leaders, entrepreneurs, politicians, and you name it. But I've been quite quiet over this period of Me Too. And the reason why is because I don't feel like I have a particular story to share with regards to that. I mean, I'm 32 now. I've been in work life for quite a while, and even as a student, I did part-time jobs, and I can honestly say I've never really encountered any kind of discrimination or anything really that I could share within this movement, within this Me Too hashtag. However, I've started to think, okay, if I can't really share anything under this Me Too movement, what else can I do? Like, how else can I contribute to this whole conversation? And so I've started to think, okay, what do I see in my everyday life? I mean, I've worked in tech scene for the past 7 years in Singapore. Now I'm leading one of the biggest tech startup events in the region. What do I see? And it's been really interesting that I actually see a lot of women. I mean, I'm meeting a lot of entrepreneurs, business people, representatives from the corporates, from the government, investors, and I see a lot of women. I have sat in many, many meetings where every single person around the table has been a woman, and every single person around the table has been a decision maker. And even actually our own team, the Slush Singapore team, the past 2 years, 6 out of 7 team members have actually been women. And it's not intentional, but just so happened that we felt that the best candidates were women. So I'm surrounded by inspiring group of women on a daily basis. And so I'm thinking there's kind of a bit of a discrepancy between what I'm hearing, for example, from the States, all these nasty things that are happening in Silicon Valley, all this bro culture that some of these companies have, and then I mirror it against what I see, and I realize that it's not like that at all. And the reason why I want to bring it up is because, you know, throughout the years, people, and now increasingly, people always say, oh, we want more women in tech. in particular, right? And we want more, women leaders and women entrepreneurs. But if you're a girl or a woman, 18, 19, 20 years old, and you're looking at all this media and all these news and all these harassment cases and all this nastiness come up, you're thinking, I don't know if I want to get into that. Like, if that's what it's going to be like, why? It's not worth my time. It's not worth me. So I just want to encourage everybody that is thinking of getting into the tech space or entrepreneurship, or just generally has like really, really big ambitions. I want to encourage you by saying it's not as bad as it looks. And you don't have to go to Silicon Valley, right? Like, you can be in, say, Singapore, for example, or in many other places in the world where things like that are, I don't say that they don't happen, but they don't define that ecosystem, right? I don't even know why people always feel like Silicon Valley is some kind of a mecca for everybody else to look at. And if things happen there, then, oh my God, everybody else is also doomed. Don't go there, right? Maybe once upon a time, it used to be the place which was very, very inspiring, and everybody should go there and learn from them. Now I think Silicon Valley should learn from the rest of the world, especially in this particular aspect. When I think about millennials, right, and my own generation and those that come, after us, those same things don't exist. That same culture doesn't exist. I know plenty of guys of my age and slightly older and slightly younger that don't even understand what this whole fuss is all about. They're saying, of course, I would never care if I hire a man or a woman, or I would never, treat a woman differently. To them, it's a default, right? It's normal. It's a norm. They would never even think otherwise. And I'm personally very encouraged by that. So I can definitely say that based on my experience, speaking with different entrepreneurs and business leaders and people in tech space, that things are not as bad as they maybe are elsewhere, or as the media shows that they are. Now that we have raised all these problems, why don't we raise some solutions as well? Why don't we raise some of the good things? Why don't we showcase some of the good things that are happening, right? Why don't we encourage women saying, yeah, okay, like a small group of people are idiots and they're acting like ones, and now we're going to bring them to justice. But look at all these remarkable women that you get to work with if you get into tech or if you found your own company. I am incredibly inspired to work with women on a daily basis that are CEOs, that are entrepreneurs, that are techies, and that have founded businesses, and that are going into blockchain and AI and machine learning and all these exciting things, and that are in finance and that are in politics. There definitely are a lot of women like that, and I think that it's time for us to start paying attention to that. I think I would just want to challenge all of you guys to bring up those good examples, so that we don't have a situation where we bring up all the shit and that's it, and people will think, okay, well, I don't want to have anything to do with that, so I'm just going to go and do something else. We need more women to be entrepreneurs, to be leaders, to have the courage to take the lead, and I think that it comes also through showing the positive examples. Please comment and tell me what you have seen, whether it is in Singapore, in Southeast Asia, whether it is in other ecosystems that you are from. Tell me, do you see what I see, or am I just in some kind of a strange bubble where I see a lot of women that don't exist elsewhere? Really looking forward to hearing from you. I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and if you did, please subscribe. More vlogs like this coming up very, very soon. Hey, it's Saturday afternoon, and I thought I'd come and do a little hello. The girls are all somewhere in the city. I was gonna join them, but then something came up and I actually had to open my laptop and do a little bit of work and handle an urgent case that we had, make some calls, and now I just changed into my workout gear. I'm gonna go and do a little run and kind of refocus again. But yeah, I just thought I'd show, like, this is how a lot of my trips and weekends look like regardless of where you are, what time of the day, what day of the week, when things come up, you have to react and you have to handle them, and you have to make sure that you always can switch from the holiday mode into the work mode and when things need to be done. So you know, sometimes when you see me posting cool things from, you know, trips and the weekends, the reality is that very often I also do you know, this kind of work cases and open my laptops and answer emails and messages, because that's just what you have to do. But I don't mind. I think it's a part of this dynamic flexibility, that, as we call it. So you work when you need to work, and you take time off when you need to take time off. Alright, the work is done for the day, the workout is done, and I'm finally out of the hotel, going to meet the rest of the girls, and we're going for some afternoon tea, or actually cocktails.